Everybody, Chris Grest here. So today we're going to take a long-term look at my Brownells exclusive Geissele Super Duty rifle. So let's get into it. Alrighty folks, so this is my Brownells exclusive Geissele Super Duty rifle, and just to show you guys that we are safe and clear, so the bolt is locked back, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine well, no ammo to be found. So I've had this particular rifle here for, I reckon, going on about 2 years now. I have shot it quite a bit. I probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 rounds or so through it, the majority of which has been suppressed, of course. And let me kind of just break down some of the experiences I have had with this particular rifle and setup. Now, I'll do a quick overview as far as how exactly it comes configured. So out here on the end, it does come with the Surefire closed-tine flash hider. I do have a rugged flash hider on there. This particular rifle does come in the OD green, and it comes with FDE or DDC accented parts, including the Geissele front and rear flip-up sights. These are pretty awesome sights. Unfortunately, Geissele discontinued these fairly recently, so I hope they come back with them. I do think they're a good value, a good robust sight, but for whatever reason they opted to stop making these. So out here on the end, I do have a Cloud Defensive Rain 2.0 Micro. This is a pretty badass light setup. I do have their pressure switch as well. The rifle itself does come with these Geissele tan kind of rail covers. The barrel is, of course, the Geissele barrel with the bomb-proof gas block installed in there, and you can kind of see the roll pin maybe down in through the M-lock slot there. Now the rail itself is their Mark 16 rail. I really like this rail. This is unfortunately one of the older ones though that does not have the steel reinforced QD socket. So I would like to see that in the future, or a way to add those. So if you use QD sockets a lot like me, they can get kind of sloppy over time. Working our way back here, we do have, of course, the Geissele receivers. You can purchase all this stuff kind of separate, the upper assembly, etc. So it is comes with the SSAEX trigger setup right here, a phenomenal trigger. So I have a couple of these in some other setups. Very good for fast shooting as well as accuracy. Of course, the Geissele rifle does have all of the Geissele lower parts, so you can see kind of the knurled takedown pins. They kind of have this checkering on there. It does have the Geissele grip, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a super fan of this kind of rear swept grip. I'd rather have a more vertical one like the B5 style grips, and I may end up swapping this out at some point. I just haven't yet. Up top here, as far as my optics, I am using the Geissele mount, of course. And then you can see I have a ride-on. This is one of their 1:8 LPVOs, and this is their X3 Tactics version. And this is a pretty dang awesome optic, honestly. So it's got very nice turrets on here. The turret caps are nice. The kind of tan finish here is more of a gold or actually more of a bronze, so it doesn't really match super well, but for my purposes it looks pretty good on here. Kind of moving our way back, of course we have the B5 SOPMOD stock on here. We have a green anodized Geissele buffer tube, and on the internals everything is Geissele. So it has a Super 42 buffer spring and buffer. It has the Geissele reliability enhanced bolt carrier group. On the opposite side you can see of course their maritime bolt release bolt catch. So it is in fact a complete Geissele rifle. So what sets this apart from a standard Super Duty green rifle? Well, my understanding basically is that it comes as a package. The green rifle with the tan furniture on here, it also has the tan or DDC airborne charging handle, and then of course it has the DDC front and rear sight. So that's pretty much the main thing. This was just a configuration or a package put together for Brownells by Geissele. As I am filming this video right now, these are no longer in stock over at Brownells. So with that being said, I don't know if Brownells is going to bring these back in stock at some point or not. I have seen them come in and out of stock over the last couple years since they were originally introduced. Brownells, a lot of companies will do kind of special limited Brownells exclusives, if you will, for Brownells, and this of course is no exception. You know, I thought when I first saw it, I thought it was an awesome package. I had to have one, so I was able to pick one up, you know, as soon as they kind of came out. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about my experience so far with this rifle. So again, I have about 1,000 rounds through it. It has been 100% reliable. I've shot the majority of that suppressed. I've done some bench shooting. I've done some, you know, standing shooting, some drills, stuff like that. I will say that this guy is a heavy rifle, especially once you add the can on the end of it. Unloaded with the can on the end, this thing is almost 10.5 pounds. It is a very heavy rifle, so if you're going to be holding this thing out in front of you for long periods of time, you're going to get a bit of a workout. Because of that, I don't do a ton of drills with this rifle, but it is a phenomenal rifle, pretty much built to handle anything you throw at it. Honestly, I would like to get one with a shorter barrel rail setup. I do have a Geissele 10.3 inch setup that I absolutely love, but I wouldn't mind getting a you know, something a little bit longer than that, some sort of an intermediate barrel setup. All right, so you guys know by now that I'm a fan of Geissele products, so definitely put your experiences with Geissele stuff down below. You know, will I buy another complete Geissele rifle? I don't really know. You know, I kind of have, you know, the SBR and this one. They have been phenomenal rifles. They do tend to be a little bit on the heavier side, unfortunately. However, they are made for hard use, hence the name Super Duty. As far as the optic, I'll speak to that a little bit real quick. The Ride-On X3 Tactics has been a phenomenal LPVO, 1:8. Not really anything bad to say about it. It is also a little on the heavy side for an LPVO, but that's neither here nor there. I wouldn't mind coming across one of the Geissele LPVOs in their tan. I think it would match probably a little bit better than the Ride-On, but again, the Ride-On's been a pretty awesome optic, and these have held up some pretty good abuse so far. So you can kind of see the turret cap on there has got some messed up finish on it. You know, again, this thing, I don't baby my stuff. I don't beat it up and abuse it, but I definitely don't baby it. So stuff gets nicks and stuff on there fairly often. There you can see on the QD slot, I got a little bit of wear going on there as well. The Geissele stuff is made to be run hard. Accuracy on this barrel, never did any super accuracy testing on this, but definitely can get some pretty tight groups on it with just regular run-of-the-mill ammo. So definitely, I think with match ammo, I would imagine I could squeeze out a 1 MOA out of this barrel. It does appear to be pretty accurate. Most of the ammo that I've shot through it has been PMC X-Tac 62 grain, also some 55 grain stuff, some reloads, kind of a variety of stuff. Never had any function issues whatsoever out of this rifle, out of anything that I've thrown in it. All right, so I appreciate everybody watching today's video on this Brownells exclusive Geissele Super Duty rifle. I'm really happy with how this thing has performed over the last year or so that I've had it. Look for this thing to be on the channel for an awfully long time. I'll do update videos as I need to do them. If you're looking for something like this or other accessories and whatnot, definitely go check out my friends over Brownells, the biggest supporter of the channel. Use code BOP10, save yourself 10% off of your purchase. Tell them I sent you. All right, any questions or comments, please put those down below. And as always, I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Y'all take it easy.